continues, and now we're getting information about how this crackdown has reached Jammu and Kashmir, where two more doctors have been detained by the counter-intelligence unit in Jammu and Kashmir. They've been detained from GMC in Anantnag. Now, GMC Anantnag becomes extremely important because those part of the Faridabad module have links to GMC Anantnag. Some of them studied in GMC Anantnag, and remember, after the arrest of Dr. Radha, with regards to the Jaish-e-Mohammed terror posters, there was a recovery made from GMC Anantnag from the locker, and AK-47 was found. Currently, there are raids that are currently underway at 13 locations. My colleague Sohail is getting us all these updates. Sohail, the focus is now on a network of doctors. Currently, we are getting to know that some doctors, part of this module, were speaking to each other on encrypted channels on Telegram. Currently, there are raids underway across Jammu and Kashmir, 13 locations right now. What more do we know?
Yes, exactly. 13 locations are raided by, in fact, the counter-intelligence wing of Jammu and Kashmir Police. CIK is conducting these raids from early morning today, and one of the raid was taking place at Government Medical College Anantnag, where we are picking up from the sources that two doctors have been, in fact, detained for questioning. One other, in fact, government employee of this Government Medical College Anantnag was also taken into custody for questioning. So, Government Medical College Anantnag is the epicenter of all this investigation that's, in fact, started after these posters appeared in Naugam area of Srinagar. Following that, there was in fact arrest of Dr. Adil Rathar from Saharanpur, and on his disclosure, one AK-47 rifle was recovered from the locker of Government Medical College Anantnag, which was allotted to him. And since then, we have seen how in fact things moved, and the blast that has taken place in New Delhi, now becoming clear that Dr. Omar was the person who acted as the suicide bomber, and in fact believed himself into this blast. So after this, now we have seen in fact investigations taking place. There are multiple angles, there are multiple aspects of the investigation, and two important aspects of the investigation with regard to Jammu Kashmir is one, the primary and secondary contacts of all the accused, including Dr. Omar, who is from South Kashmir's Pulwama district. And again, there is another aspect of the investigation where in fact the radicalization and financial channels are under investigation. Jammu and Kashmir Police had made it very clear from the initial statement that there are charitable trusts, there are financial channels, and there is radicalization module which is under scanner, and in fact there are in fact detentions and questioning of those suspects is taking place. So CIK is, in fact, has joined this investigation, this multi-agency probe, which is underway in Jammu and Kashmir. Apart from NIA, the Jammu and Kashmir Police, the SI, now CIK is also, in fact, conducting these raids as a multi-probe agency. So the radicalization, as I said, and finance channels are under scanner, and in fact suspects who are in touch with Dr. Adil, Dr. Muzammil Rathar, and in fact Dr. Omar is now the main character in all of this. We had reported time and again this, that Dr. Omar was basically leading all this module, which was busted by in fact Jammu and Kashmir Police, the Jaish terror plot, and Jammu and Kashmir Police was after him, but then in hurry, what we are picking up from the sources, this Dr. Omar in fact moved to Delhi from Faridabad, but we have gathered from the sources, and conducted this blast, detonated the explosives that he was carrying in his car. So as of now, Jammu and Kashmir Police is focusing on primary, secondary contacts of all these in fact accused, and in fact whole of this module is to be exposed, links with Jaish terror outfit and Ansar Ghazwatul Hind, which Jammu and Kashmir Police has said in its initial statement.
And there are also, Sahil, there are also questions about one doctor who, earlier was suspended because of his terror links. This was part of a crackdown that has been ongoing in Jammu and Kashmir. The LG had given out orders. There was this doctor who was suspended. Then he gets employment in al-falah. Al-falah is the same university in Faridabad where all these members of the Jaish-e-Mohammed terror module met each other, were coordinating with each other, were planning and plotting in room number 13. But tell me about this particular absconding doctor as well.
Well, Dr. Nisar Hassan, which we are in fact reporting and picking up from the sources, is said to be missing. He was heading Doctors Association Kashmir, close aide of Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani, late separatist leader, and in fact was acting and in fact was part of this terror ecosystem in Jammu and Kashmir, particularly in Kashmir Valley, would come out with statements supporting strike calls, supporting stone pelting, supporting in fact Pakistani narrative in Jammu and Kashmir. So he was under scanner for many years, and then last year we have seen Jammu and Kashmir Jaish-e-Mohammed terminating his services because he was working as assistant professor at Government Medical College Srinagar. He was terminated, he was sacked. Not only he, there was another in fact government employee who was working with Medical Education Department, being identified as
Right.
Rahman Abdusar Kulgam. He was also sacked. There were around 80 employees, from school teachers to in fact to doctor to other government employees who were in fact under scanner, and their connections with terror outfits like Jaish or Hizbul Mujahideen or Lashkar-e-Taiba, and on the basis of those investigations, LG Manu Sinha has in fact so far sacked and terminated services of more than 80 government employees in Kashmir, in Jammu and Kashmir Valley, and the process and exercise of identifying such people who are in government services and in fact working with their outfits still underway, and they are being identified.
And that is why the focus
terminated
currently
and
is
sacked.
also on the whereabouts of Dr. Nisar, who was sacked by the LG in Jammu and Kashmir, later takes up employment in al-falah, and currently, as per sources, is absconding. He has been absconding since the explosion took place, and also since he apparently got updates and news about the crackdown on the Faridabad module.